Welcome, everybody, to Mana Inspiration with yours truly, Note Endurance. Like always, we're going to start off with the scripture. Our scripture today is Mark chapter 1, verse 35. And it says, very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, went off to a solitary place where he prayed. I was digging into the scripture and it had me thinking of starting your day. If that's how Jesus started his day, I don't think there's a reason why we shouldn't start off similar to Jesus. If you hear everybody, there's a book that I read. It's called the 5 a.m. Club. A lot of that is simply just getting up at 5 a.m., working yourself up to that level. I never got up early before, ever in my life. What honestly helped me get up early was I had to catch the bus. That was the start. Now, once I was able to get my vehicle, get everything going, I was already in the habit of getting up early. What I started to do is 30-minute increments slowly to just chunk at the time. But also, this is the thing is you can't get up early if you're not going to bed early. You have to make sure you can time out your sleep or you get to know your sleep. This is where when he got up early in the morning, well, it's still dark. I wonder why he got up early in the morning when it's still dark. I think it's because you get the most peace when it's just you and I say God. Um, and he goes to a solitary place. I think just starting off that solitary time with yourself and with God, it helps you develop that, I would say, of where you're going. I heard this and it says the reason you're not getting up early is because you don't have a reason to get up early. And that's really, I think, when you have a purpose, it pulls you to get up early. I think that's what mine is getting in, doing things like this video, helping on the weekends with my local church, just getting up early and putting that extra effort in. When I was talking to some coworkers, I told them that I slept in, and they asked me what time I woke up when I slept in, and I told them 5 a.m. As you can tell, my sleep time is a little different. There was a joke going around simply about me getting up at 5 a.m. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a very good thing because how are you starting your day? How are you going about it? It says he left and went to solitary and prayed. Are you going to Jesus first? To give you an example, what I do instantly is I do a formula that I didn't know was the formula until I heard it. I used to get up and I used to do a gratitude journal. I used to get up and exercise, and then I used to get up and want to learn. All in those, like, it don't matter which pattern it is, but until I read the 5 a.m. Club, Robin Sharma, he calls it the 20-20-20 formula. To break it down simply on how you're starting your day, I think this is a perfect example of how to start your day. First is, of course, you want to go to that place where you have peace. And I think that's going to God praying over your day, praying over your situation. Second, I think is adding that workout and exercise into it. It don't matter what type of workout, as long as you're getting the blood flowing, you're breaking a sweat, you're getting those endorphins going. Second, I think is that gratitude. Once you have those endorphins going and you're excited, if you're writing down a lot, honestly, will come to you even more if you have those endorphins going after that workout of what you're wanting, of what's pulling you towards your purpose. Third, I think, is learning something new. Every and anything, I think, we have to dig in to learn something new. The reason why is we don't want to get stale. We don't want to sit there and think, what are we doing? What to do next? That's where I think we need to be proactive instead of reactive. That's why getting up early, getting out in solitude, having that peace within yourself, that way you're able to exude it out to others. You're able to help others. You're in stressful situations, you're able to kind of take it in, breathe, instead of reacting off those emotions. And I think it's all starting with the beginning of the day. If we can stand guard at the door of our mind in the beginning, there is nothing getting through. I think of it as like a soccer goalie. He's sitting there and he's defending any negative thoughts that's coming in and is deflecting it. That is your protection of your positivity. There's one thing that was stated, and it was some statistics that I learned, and it says for every positive, there is 17 negative. So that means you have to dig deeper into the positive to push out and be that goalie as blocking out all these negatives out of your brain. What are you doing to start your day? I challenge you. How are you going about this? How are you going and preparing your mind for a good day? You know, I think also it's good to start this, but throughout the day, go back to it. We tend to lose something because of what something said. For me and myself, you'll hear something and it'll set off something, it'll trigger something, and then all of a sudden you're heading down a negative path. That's the time to cut it off. If we can be aware, if we can teach each other to have more awareness on our problems, it's easier to catch, it's easier to shape, it's easier to turn around. That's what I challenge you to do. If you feel like I did, that maybe you're doing something a little wrong, maybe it's time for you to go and be in a solitude place and see what it is that you need to change about yourself instead of judging others. I did that, and I think that was one of the greatest things I could ever do for myself, was turn it around to shift to the gratitude. Now start your day off proper. Start your day off with gratitude. Start your day off with excitement, something that's going to pull you. Now, I thank you guys for coming in and joining me. I really appreciate all the support. Like the message, send it, share it, subscribe, hit the bell so you're hearing the next message. And I want to thank you. Again, what are you doing to better yourself? What are you doing to stand guard at the door of your mind? What are you doing to start your day? How are you ruling your day? Aloha, everybody. You have a blessed week. Thanks again. Take it easy.